kids, it's Teacher here. Let's talk math minutes. This is where we will attempt to do math in 5 minutes or less. So let's get started. Today, boys and girls, we are going to talk about the basic concept of symmetry in math. Now, when something is symmetrical, that means that it actually has the same shape no matter how you turn it, fold it, slide it, flip it. It has the very same shape. It looks exactly alike. Every little detail looks exactly alike. A shape that's symmetrical, it's like you have a mirror and you have a little bit of line and you're looking directly at it, because when you're looking in the mirror, it's also symmetrical because your face is the same if we put it side by side in a mirror. That's right. So we can take shapes, we can take pictures, and we can make sure that they're symmetrical. For instance, I have this wonderful circle here. It's a perfect little circle, right? So if I decide that I want to take this circle and cut it in half, and here I'm cutting it in half with my pen friend here. If I put it exactly down that line, it has a mirror because both sides actually look exactly the same. I can also do this with a pipe cleaner. It's a very small line, so I can make a mirror line with that. Both sides are exactly the same. That's right. And parents, you may remember us doing this by taking a little bit of paint. You remember our teachers used to call these butterfly paintings, and put just a little bit of paint inside of it, and we take and we close it up and smush it all around in there. Do you remember doing this, parents? And when we open the paper, both sides are symmetrical, and there's our line down the middle there. That's right. So both sides look exactly the same. Now, I have a couple of pictures here, and I want you to help me, boys and girls. I want you to tell me if these are symmetrical or not. Look at this apple. It's a beautiful apple. If it wasn't a picture, I'd take a bite out of it. It looks so delicious. But we're not talking about how delicious it looks today. I want to know, do you think that if I cut this in half, if I put a mirror line down here, if it will look exactly the same? Let's do it and see. All right, I have my trusty pipe cleaner, and it's only a pipe cleaner, parents. And if I cut this in half, do they both look exactly the same? There's no difference? Well, teacher, this doesn't look exactly the same. This side is a little bit different. There's a different shape up at the top. This one has a little spot there. This one doesn't. It's a little bit darker. So these are not exactly the same, although they almost look like they could be the same, couldn't they? But they're just tricking our eye because they're not exactly the same. Now, I have a beautiful butterfly, and if I do the same thing with the butterfly, would you say that they are exactly the same on both sides? Yes, the butterfly is actually symmetrical. That's what we call it. It's symmetry. Now, parents, I have a cool idea of some things that you can do with your children to teach them about symmetry. And I am going to show you. You can use some basic shapes that you cut out of a magazine, shapes that you print out of your computer, shapes that you may have around the house. But what you can do is take two sides of something. I've just taken a piece of paper and folded it so they're exactly the same size. And I'm putting shapes down. Right here, I have a triangle, I have a hexagon, and I have a rectangle. But you can do them in whatever order. Now, to help your boys and girls learn about symmetry, then have them to put the shapes exactly like they are on one side, on the other side, okay? So, we have the rectangle. So where will that go, boys and girls? It will go right on the other side where the rectangle is. We have a hexagon, right? It has 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So where does it go? In the exact same space as the hexagon on the other side. And we have a triangle, 1, 2, 3 sides, right? So let's put that down, and it even has something sticky on it, so we can really stick it down there for sure. Put it exactly in the same place as the triangle on your page. So did I make this symmetrical? Yes, I did, and I used shapes to make it symmetrical. You can do the same thing. You can do it by colors. I have some other shapes here. Now, if I put this down here, is it symmetrical? No, it's not symmetry anymore because that side is different than that side. Or I can also take my little square and put it on that side. Now, is it symmetrical? Yes, we changed it, but we made it still symmetrical. That's right. So you can do this with shapes. You can do it with colors. You can even do it with numbers, parents. So make sure you have lots of fun. And if you really want to make sure that they understand symmetry, then what you can do is let your child put down the shapes, and then you, parents, have to put down the symmetrical shapes too. Let's see if you can trick them. So, thank you so much for being here with me today for Math Minutes. And I'd also like to thank the International Paper Foundation for making this Math Minute possible. Absolutely. And I also like to see your pictures. I like for you to show me all the wonderful things you're doing. So you can email those to me. Take some pictures and email them to me. And you can do that at WKNO teacher@gmail.com. Comes directly to me, okay? That's right. So until next time, boys and girls, I will see you as we make some more symmetrical shapes. That's what I'm getting ready to do because I really like playing in the paint, okay? All right. Until next time, teacher says bye-bye.